Hello, this is Vaderfan777 for Daily Star Wars Collecting, and today the topic is playsets, and our secondary topic is Jedi Master Yoda. I'm going to show you my design for the playset first, and then move on to the Jedi Master. I drew up some little plans here, as you can see. They're not the best detailed. I put some thought into it, just not detail. I'm not the best artist in the world. Not bad, though. Anyway, aside from that, as you can see, my idea is Star Wars Bespin Dual Playset, Part 1. It would all come together, like sell together, but they all clip into each other because they wouldn't be able to just fit in the same box. So this is Part 1. The carbon freezing chamber itself. That's where it clips into the other playset. And here, that's where you insert the carbon block, which would be included. You turn this little knob, and it would flip in just like the old one. And then you lower this thing, like hold on to it, and then lower it, and squeeze to lift it out of the smoking pit. Now, in my idea, the pit would actually smoke. You would insert like some of that fog water, or whatever you call it, in the thing. And you press a button, and it just starts smoking like it did in the movie. Over here would be the control panel, and the button that would activate the smoke. Part 2 is over here, the hallway that Vader and Luke dueled in. There's a spring built into the wall for Vader to leap out. That's where it clips into Part 1. The hallway extends about 2 feet in both directions. Unseen there is the boxes with spring-loaded boxes that Vader could throw. You pull the level to crash the window through, like you would pull that, and the window would kind of like go outward so Luke could get sucked out, and that's where it clips into Part 3. Now the final part would be very large. This is where they actually, like, the big part of the fight happens. That would probably stand about 5 feet tall. It would probably extend 3 feet, and then that'd be another 2 feet up. And then that's just like the bottomless area where Luke drops into. So that's where it clips into the other part. So they'd be fighting along here. And then here, you would, some magnetic battle damage, where you could, like, just rip that off, and it'd just be a magnet, like real metal, and have some battle damage along with there. Sparks would be able to come out of there. That'd be kind of a new feature. And all together, you would have something that looks kind of like this. Like the carbon, it connects to that, which flies out into that. That part would actually be raised above this part, so like he'd fly out and then he'd fall onto this. That's how that would work. So that's really my design. I just want to prop that up. It'd probably cost about $250. It has a bunch of play value. Maybe more, $200. A lot of play value, and it would come with some figures. It would come with a Bespin Luke, a Darth Vader, obviously, Han in carbonite, like Han and then a carbonite block, a Princess Leia in her Bespin outfit, and a Chewbacca, maybe a Lando. Yeah, probably a definite definitive Lando with these, just like maybe 10 figures. Let's say 10. Vader, Luke, Lando, Chewbacca, C-3PO, R2-D2, Leia, Stormtrooper, and Han in carbonite. And if I said that already, then another Stormtrooper. So that's that idea. Has a lot of action features. But let's get on to the secondary topic. Master Yoda. I'm not going to go through all my stuff to find all my Yodas. I have 2 others. One is the one that came with the big Kashyyyk cannon, which is from Episode 3, and the other one is the Clone Wars. Let me just say now, the Clone Wars is the best Yoda figure that I own. Not out there, just I own. And the other one's kind of shoddy, decent articulation for a small figure. But the character itself of Yoda, what do I like and what don't I like? In the original film, I thought he was kind of funny. I mean, he was a good character, very good idea. I thought he was like a necessary piece of that to teach Luke all about the Force and all that kind of stuff, but what bothers me is that they kind of made him a little silly in the beginning, kind of like a crazy old man, until like he gets all serious with the Force. And he was definitely a very nice part of the original trilogy. What I don't like is how like all these posters and stuff focus solely on Yoda. Like, he wasn't the most important character in the entire movie. It was Vader, and you could argue Luke. I don't like how they focus on him so much. Now, they gave him a green lightsaber, which I agree with because his skin is green. It makes sense. But what I don't understand is why did they change his look so much between Episode 3 and the original trilogy? In the original trilogy, he looks like this. Very different from what he looks like in the rest of the movie, which is kind of like that. More serious, like his forehead is bigger. His forehead's bigger, that's really what it is. I don't like that. I really don't. I don't like the new looks Yoda, but I like how he went all ballistic on Dooku. That was kind of funny. Another thing I don't really like about the character itself is, like, it's hard to say, but, like, he's the perfect Jedi. They make him so perfect until he fights Sidious, and that just kind of bothers me, like, that he can't lose. They make him just so indestructible that he can't lose. I think they gotta just make him lose maybe once to Grievous or something. Maybe not Grievous, but like Dooku. Maybe. In the Clone Wars, that'd be kind of fun. Now, as for Yoda figures, they've been pretty bad. I mean, there's not a lot of good Yoda figures in my opinion. I mean, he doesn't need a lot of articulation, but he should have some. And another big problem I have, just like with the Palpatines, in like the last few years, I can't think of one, not one, original trilogy Yoda figure. Think about it. Just think about it for like a second, and name the last time you saw an original trilogy, that kind of looking Yoda figure. I can't think of any. Maybe you guys can. I'm a younger collector, so I'm not sure, but I really want one. Like, they're necessary for all your Dagobah scenes, and they just don't sell them for some reason. They figure, oh, if we give him a lightsaber, then all the kids will buy them. Not necessarily. I haven't bought a Yoda figure in like 5 years, because I've been waiting for an original trilogy one with good articulation. All they would have to do is keep the same body from the current vintage one, and just give him a different looking head. It wouldn't cost you that much, and you'd probably make money with all the Yoda figures you'd sell. But, you know, guys don't want to listen to me ramble on and complain about all these Yoda figures. I only have 2, not including this one. And those are my opinions on Yoda, and that was my playset. Feel free to comment, rate, subscribe. This has been James, or Vaderfan777, for Daily Star Wars Collecting. Have a wonderful holiday, and may the Force be with you.